You're with the Break-a-Leggers, and we're in London at the Hampstead Theatre
to see Gloria.
So stay tuned to find out how many legs,
whether it's break a leg
or leg it. What do we know about Gloria?
Gloria? Written by Branden Jacobs-Jenkins, was a Pulitzer Prize finalist for drama in 2016.
Set in New York City, it's a comic drama about ambitions, office warfare, and hierarchies.
Where the only things that matter are moving up the ladder and selling out to the highest bidder.
The play is directed by Michael Longhurst, who recently directed Amadeus at the National Theatre, which we reviewed in January, and you can check that out here.
It's a cast of 7, including Ellie, Kendrick, best known for her portrayal of Anne Frank in the BBC adaptation of the tragedy,
and the character Mira Reed in Game of Thrones.
Also Colin Morgan of Merlin and the Fall fame.
There are warnings that Gloria contains content which may be disturbing for patrons under the age of 16. Thankfully, I just about scraped past that particular age restriction.
We'll catch you at the interval.
We have come to the interval of Gloria at the Hampstead Theatre, which means it is time for the Break-a-Leggers 30-second interval breakdown. Go! What do you think so far?
Yeah, great, witty, modern, pacey, quick dialogue is great, conversational, draws you in, relatable. I'm enjoying it. How about you?
I'll be honest, I'm finding it okay. It's a bit kind of mediocre. However, what an end to the first act. It really did grip you. I don't want to give any spoilers, but this is possibly the best end of a first act I have seen.
Yep, explosive is a word. What we would use. So we've come to the end of Gloria at the Hampstead Theatre. What did you think of that?
I really enjoyed it. It's something quite different to anything we've seen before. Very unexpected. It goes places I didn't think it would go. The cast was great. They played quite a few characters, so only a cast of 6. But I thought they were really good. Some real strengths in there.
I think the main thing with taking an actor and having them play different characters is the characters have got to be distinct, and this cast absolutely had very clear distinction, not only in their costume but in their presence and performance of taking on those different characters. It's easy to whack on another wig and say, look, I'm somebody else, but to act and inhibit a different character within 3 different scenes, 3 different characters is a real skill, and this cast nailed that.
And the way it was directed as well, I thought was very nice. It was very much a theatrical piece. We saw stage management on stage. We saw the set moving between changes, which was really nice to see, really engaging. Very different to what we saw at the Almeida. Was it The Treatment?
Yeah.
Where we were looking at a blank screen for 20-second scene changes. This really, in terms of continuity, kept you engaged and kind of kept the magic of theatre going.
Something that we always say when you've got to do scene changes, it's a modern staging technique, and it's not too much of the audience asking too much of them to work it into the piece, to make a feature of it. And this director clearly gets that and clearly understands and uses it. I'm sure in Amadeus as well, everything was on stage, it was exposed. This is a very exposed set, and you are exposed to the makings of the magic of theatre, which adds to the experience and certainly doesn't detract from it.
Yeah, I think that's what people want to see. They want to see how things happen. They did the same with the audience at Helen Mirren when the costume changes happened on stage. It's just stuff that's engaging. We want to see it.
Yeah.
And it's nice when we get
know it's going on. Don't belittle us and try and hide it away. We know it's happening and we can handle it. So thank you.
So I really like
Michael Longhurst.
Very nice stuff. Were there any performances that stood out to you?
Yes, absolutely. Colin Morgan as a variety of characters, but
His name is Dean. The character Dean, was that his name?
Yeah.
When he played Dean, he was very strong.
oh, strong throughout. I mean, he's best known for Merlin. He played the lead character of Merlin in BBC's Merlin for years and years. I mean, I'd never watched it, but it was
Never
always
seen
on.
it.
It was always on though.
Knew
every
of it.
weekend. But yeah,
It's a joy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, who knew? You know, I'm so glad that he's breaking out of that mould and hitting the stage and showing us this fantastic ability.
I'd happily see anything he was doing again because I was blown away. Having don't know him, he was great, solid, stable, committed, believable, a real array of emotions through the journey of his character. Characters. Was there anything you didn't like?
For me, the writing was a little bit inconsistent. I found a kind of dip in about the last 15 minutes of the first act where I found myself just drifting a little. I mean, the end of the first act, as we mentioned in the roundup, explosive.
Shocker.
But it needed something because there was a definite dip in what the text was offering. At that point, it became a bit lather, rinse, repeat, a bit samey. But second act, better. Just a little bit of inconsistency in the writing for me, but worth it overall.
I thought with the definite shocking end to the first act, I was worried coming into the second act to see if it could maintain the high standard, the big crescendo, the themes it was developing, and I think it did. It developed the themes well and differently to how we may have thought it would have gone. Some nice ideas played with, so I thought overall it was very good.
It's also one of those pieces which I quite like. It does leave you hanging at the end. There's no clear resolution to any of the characters' stories, but it's certainly food for thought. It's certainly a conversation piece, something to go away talking about. I would have liked a little bit of resolution, even not full resolution, because it does leave it very, very open. But overall, great piece of writing. Would love to see what else this playwright's got in the back catalogue or is going to do in the future. I can see why he was nominated for a Pulitzer.
Yes, very reflective, talking points, discussion points. It's almost something you'd want to show in schools or in colleges and get people discussing, talking topics.
At its heart, it's a piece about modern day pressure, modern day life, and that being difficult to cope with and difficult to handle for a lot of people. Information overload, expectation overload, and it getting to the point where, you know, it can break you. It can lead to mental health problems. It can lead to personal struggles if you let it. I mean, there's a great quote that I was thinking of whilst watching this was, "Don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive." And I think it is an easy trap to fall into, taking life and your responsibilities so seriously that they overshadow the joy and the happiness that can be found in life. Which I felt that these characters may be overlooked.
So,
Deep, right?
So, how many legs for this piece, I hear you ask?
So for Gloria at the Hampstead Theatre, we are going to give 4!
4 legs! We thoroughly enjoyed this piece. I would definitely recommend it. I'd go and see it again, I think.
Yeah, I would, and I'm definitely going to be sending people in this direction. Come up to the Hampstead, get off at Swiss Cottage, it's literally right outside, and see Gloria. We've had mixed bag in this venue, to be honest with you. We've seen fantastic. We saw I-Ho, which was just
great,
wonderful, and then we saw Sex with Strangers, which you can see our review of just here. Not great no. At all. But no, don't worry about this one, guys. See it. It's gonna, I don't want to say disturb you, but it's certainly gonna leave you,
get you thinking,
with some food for thought. Your appetite is going to be fully satiated with this one if you do feel that you need some extra food for thought.
That's what we thought. What did you think if you got to see it?
We would love to hear from you. Leave your comments, like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. We're the Breaker Leggers, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye!